this guy knows what he's doing. He knows what to do on FIFA. But B, chance Johan Cruyff over the goalkeeper.
Cheeky chip over the goalkeeper. Welcome along, everyone, to the FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. Today, we're bringing you a derby between two European greats, XL Tom and XL Gorilla. My name is Brandon Smith, and joining me for this call of the game is my very own good mate, Richard Buckley. Rich, this is a special one. Not just teammates, but two European giants in the FIFA esports scene.
Certainly is. Thank you for the warm welcome, Brandon. I can't wait to see this game unfold. Two of the biggest personalities, content creators, and best FIFA players in the world are going to be matching off against each other. XL Tom from left to right, Gorilla from right to left. All XL in this match. Who's going to be coming out on top?
Of course, it will be Tom as well, Richard, from left to right in this one with Gorilla kicking from right to left. Of course, what a movement it's been from XL Esports coming back into the FIFA esports scene this year and picking up heavyweight quality and talent. Two players that have so much experience in this scene. A 2017 FIFA E-World Cup champion in Gorilla's own right. And Tom, after an unbelievable last sort of 2 years in competitive FIFA, #1 ranked PlayStation player in Europe in past months, someone that's represented this country as well within the E-Nations tournaments as an E-Lion. Look at that 2v2 team and you wonder how deadly that is going to be this year, such as this free kick could be as well from R9 that's 22 yards out, that will strike a body on the line. Didn't need the goalkeeper on that occasion. That's Tom's first warning shot fired at his teammate Gorilla.
Interesting as well, referee played advantage from the free kick. Tom, L2R2, wanted to bring it back, wanted that chance from the edge of the box. A little one, sort of like a Trevella almost, outside the right boot from R9, went towards the goalkeeper's side. Sort of expected the man on the line to deal with that, but a nice early warning shot from XL Tom.
We know from Gorilla, he loves that flair side to his game. He's an attacking player that likes to score lots of goals. R9 back to goal, bundled off the ball by Maldini. But just quick thoughts, Richard, on them as a 2v2 team this year. They look deadly, don't they?
Yeah, they certainly do. I mean, both players have had good experience playing 2v2 as well, so they're going to combine the skills, bring that attacking sort of element to the game, and you're expecting lots of chances, you're expecting lots of goals when these two partner up. Let's see what they can do individually now, facing off against each other.
That's what's so special about this FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. As that comes into Hullet. Mendy's there, the only gold item on the pitch, I believe. Real Madrid fullback once again, picked heavily. It's that fast counter-attack build-up from Gorilla once again. We'll see. Teases the play a lot. We'll use it this time to bring in Hullet, but it just slows down the attack ever so slightly. And not sure what happened there.
He just didn't fancy it, Hullet. He thought, you know what, not this time. Sun's in my eyes. Out of play it goes. No, clearly...
kick the ball out of play and give possession back to Tom.
A miss button there from the rude Hullet, from Gorilla. Will he be punished for it, though?
Tom again, he might be punished for it. Back post, Ginola, the only hero on the pitch as well. It's a player that started this for Tom. Been a big fan of that new hero that came into the game. And many of the FIFA community have been behind as well. And very nearly, the looping header at the back post. They're putting one goal to the good.
Towering from David Ginola at the back post, wasn't he? He is big, he's physical, but he can dance as well on the ball. Chance, what save!
Someone else that can dance is that man. Ronaldo Nazario and R9, what a chance it was. To go 1-up, another corner. Hullet again, the man he's trying to feed it into, but Edwin van der Sar will stand tall, will claim that one well, and Gorilla will look to break again fast. To space out on that far hand side. He's pickpocketed well though by Pele and Ginola. This is the beauty of the FIFA main event. You do get some of the biggest matchups in the FIFA scene. In front of your very own eyes.
It's not been overly dangerous so far from corners. You see the goalkeeper movement from Gorilla. He's more than happy to sort of bring his goalkeeper, I should say, way out. And when you see your opponent move the goalkeeper like that, two things come into my mind. A, this guy knows what he's doing. He knows what to do on FIFA. But B, chance Johan Cruyff over the goalkeeper. Beautiful counter-attack from Gorilla.
We've been saying it, Richard. We've been talking about it, that long lofted through ball. More importantly, just the speed of the counter-attack from Gorilla. And when he timed it right and found Johan Cruyff, we know Johan Cruyff from our years of watching competitive FIFA. He might have a 5-star week, but more importantly, he's got unbelievable finishing statistics. And he's never missing from that sort of area there. Cheeky chip over the goalkeeper. 30 minutes played in our FIFA main event. And it's Gorilla that strikes first.
I'm going to take it all the way back to the corner. Oh, he's nicked the ball off him. Chance.
Could be two! It's time green, but more importantly, time to perfection from R9. 2 goals in quick succession. It's Gorilla that's got a 2-goal cushion in this XL derby.
Stole the ball off the centre half. Did Gorilla with R9. In that one-on-one, really nice use of the lateral heel-to-heel there as well. A skill move that you don't typically see used a lot. As Gorilla steals the ball back again, straight from kickoff. And this could go from bad to worse for XL Tom.
Could be 3 at this rate. Into corner. 10 minutes before half-time for a breather and a very quick pause from Tom as well. He knows that something's got to change, Richard.
And just going back to what we were saying earlier, Brandon, something's got to change. But that first goal, I was talking about it, it sort of caught me off guard, the ball over the top where Cruyff was in. He's moved his goalkeeper, Van der Sar. It's made that Tom, he can't put an easy cross into the box. He's not really going to be able to score from the corner. And from that sort of goalkeeper movement, Tom played a hopeful ball into the back post. Van der Sar picked it up. 3 seconds later, Johan Cruyff's knocking it over the top of the goalkeeper's head for a 1-goal lead.
See the changes that Tom will make. That will be personnel. It'll be more the case of a less than tactical change. Gorilla, though, could make this worse. 3, it could be Maldini. It nearly was. Very, very, very nearly was 3 goals to the good for Gorilla. Chance. Recycled again, Mbappe on his own, looking to showboat his way into the box. Still.
Free kick.
Can have the ball, is he? Gone back for the free kick. Yes, he has.
I mean, I'm just looking at the goalkeeper. There's a lot of room on that far side.
Could be 3. Oh my!
Oh, time red. Time red.
Really. He looped into the goal.
Wow.
I'm glad that Tom sees the funny side. He wouldn't have seen the funny side if he was 3-0 down from that. Three minutes away from the half-time break in our FIFA main event presented by PlayStation. At the moment in this XL derby, it is Gorilla that leads by 2-0. Tom, can he claw away back? It's R9 on his own. He timed it green, just could not connect with the shot, though. And it was easy pickings in the end for Gorilla at the back. With probably just a minute of additional time to play. A long ball over the top, just going to be dealt with well by Vieira. We get time for one more chance.
Oh my goodness, that has to be a red card.
Referee disagrees with you, Richard, and says yellow instead. And that should do us for half-time. It's the half-time break in this FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tom. It's in the XL derby. It is Gorilla that leads by 2-0 against his teammate. And Richard, break this one down for me in the half-time stats as well. What hasn't been going well for Tom? And, I mean, what's been going right on the other side?
I mean, it's been 2 quick counter-attacks. A steal of the possession high up the pitch with R9 for the 2nd goal. A ball over the top of Johan Cruyff. You can see the XG. It's actually in Tom's favour. The possession's in his favour as well. We're going to see the passing statistics here. He's had 82 total passes, nearly double the amount that Gorilla has had. He's completed 72 of them. The passing types as well. It's sort of been... Everything's been going well for Tom, other than the ball ending up in the back of the net. 71% of the ball in the first 15 minutes. That one is certainly his purple patch was. XL Tom, see if he can replicate a equal 15 minutes with the ball finding its way into the back of the net.
We're going to see Tom change his tactics now and sort of really Put buddies forward. Because he's going to have to get a goal. If not, could be 3 or 4, and then it starts to become a mountain. And a mountain to climb, of course. Will be Tom in that white strip again from right to left in this second half. Ginola, can he be his hero? He came so close to making it 1 goal to the good for him in the first half. Probably be thinking that should have been 1 goal to the good. It was a towering header, as you rightly said, Richard, that just came off the upright. For Gorilla now, if he finds a third, I think he'll be on his way to a victory in this one. Difficult balance to get, to go sort of more attacking for Tom, but also to not leave any gaps for Gorilla to exploit. If there's one man you do not want to leave a gap for in your attacking sense of the pitch for him, or the defensive part of your game, it's going to be Gorilla, because he is going to take a mile if you just give him a meter. Look at the space. Look at that through ball. It's going to be on. Can Arnhem play inside? He has got Pele there. Plus more options around. Brilliant feet from Arnhem. Mbappe does well inside for 3. Gorilla, clinical as ever. Makes it 3 goals to the good. Gorilla, you must be over the moon with that. You are 3 goals to the goods, and that might be one of your favourite of the bunch.
Yeah, I think Tom started off the game really well. He had a bunch of chances, but I caught him on the counter with that Cruyff chip, and since then I've just been able to take my chances a little bit better, and that was not a bad goal. Some nice reverse last Jose, and obviously a good finish there by Pele. But yeah, I'm happy with how I'm attacking, defending. I feel like Tom's creating some good chances, so just got to keep it tight at the back.
Tom, I've noticed one thing at the back, using Vieira at centre half, I believe. Do you think that's the right move? He looks a bit like Bambi on ice at the moment.
So I can't really say anything's a right move at 3-0 down, Rich, I'll be honest. He was doing well, but the last 20, I don't really know what to say. I'll get impacted 3-0. So yeah, let's say Vieira's a bad shout for now.
Time to make a change for Tom.
Oh, Buckley, you've got me. Oh, sorry, right.
What are we going to see? Pretty much everyone go forward now. We expect to see so many white shirts back. On the flip side, you can just see a very solid 2 lines of defensive midfield from Gorilla. It's going to be hard to break down, let alone score 3 goals to send this into extra time. It could be 4 at this rate. Pele steam rolling through the defence. He has to call out Maldini, who is on the yellow card, who just about saves the day.
I mean, for me, that Maldini is fortunate to be on the pitch. That first half, we've seen red cards given for that sort of foul. Getting back, recovery, tackle there, as Pele looked to be bounding in on goal. But Gorilla, every time he gets the ball in this sort of area, he's looking dangerous, whether it's the driven balls into feet or that one over the top that he's hit a couple of times already.
Brilliant ball there, just completely cuts open that midfield now of Tom. It could be even worse for him. Gorilla looking to not only score a few goals, but to also bag a clean sheet. See more bodies going forward now. Mbappe again, it's just a little bit short. Big win from Furlong Mendy there. Keep on trying to just get those fullbacks flying forward. More bodies in the box. Will it restore any sort of hope? There's just so many orange shirts around him. But an unbelievable day at the office, the 2 centre midfielders there. Into R9, could be 4 if he's got the space and the time for Gorilla. He went for a chip.
Oh my lord.
And it was that ball over the top again. I have to say, defended very, very well, has Gorilla. Just as I say that, he comes absolutely flying out the back, and R9
He's going to be the curse of the commentator. Into R9, another brilliant save. Edwin van der Sar has earned his paycheck today. And Tom could just put his hands on his head and think, how on earth have I not bagged a goal at least? especially, Rich, when you think back to the header chance as well that Ginola had in that first half.
Should have scored, shouldn't he?
Another chance. Reverse Elastico there. Mbappe doesn't really move him anywhere.
He's in.
Long ball forward. This is where he can pick him apart. More orange shirts than white shirts to the box. Ginola.
Oh!
Dancing. Moving and grooving. A bit too much from Grilla. Runs off the pitch. Very nearly though, Rich. It could have been a bit of a showboat finish in the end.
We've talked about it a few times already here, Brandon, on the main event, but set pieces, corners in particular, you saw how many players he had going forward from that sort of counter-attack from the set piece. Pele puts it into the back of the net. Maybe a late resurgence here for Tom.
7 minutes left. Don't get me wrong, we've seen games flip on their heads before, unless there is the most ridiculous constant press in the world with a 4-2-4 to remember and everybody going forward. Otherwise, it could just be too little, too late. Long ball over the top. Pele, he has got the legs. He has got players chasing him down, though. Needs to get the ball across the box. Pele just rushed it. Takes a deflection off a shin pad or knee. It came off something. Back to the goalkeeper. And I think there just isn't enough time mathematically, really. 3 minutes. Plus additional, another big block. Vieira, he's been outstanding here, there and everywhere, so it seems. Brilliant ball. Oh, no, he's done so well there to dodge the tackle, to send Ginola through. Goes for the player, look, guts it back inside. He might be through and up, but he wants a fourth.
Wants a guaranteed goal. Maybe didn't need necessarily to do the play a lot. The pass was always there, but did it just a 1000% guarantee that the ball was going to go to the receiver. A classy performance from Gorilla. He's took every chance that really he's needed to take in this game.
That is going to conclude the XL Derby. There might be teammates this year in the Global Series, but head-to-head, it will be a 4-1 win to XL Gorilla over XL Tom in this one. And now we have the pleasure to speak to both of those players that were involved in the XL Derby. Of course, teammates this year in the Global Series, but I've got to come to you first, Gorilla. I mean, even 3-1 up, you're still technically, can you call it a sweaty goal or not to make it 4-1 there, or is it just a clever finish?
I don't know what the definition of a sweaty goal is nowadays. Now, the playbooks are really good, especially to bring out one of your players, because obviously you got the default path that your player will go in. So when you can override that, it's a very good technique for, down the line, or even in that situation when I brought the ball back. So I wanted to use it, and obviously it paid off with a goal.
And Tom, I've got to come to you. We had a few comments in the game there talking about Vieira at the back and maybe not being the right sort of fit for the team. Just talk to me through the game. Like, what was it that went wrong?
I don't really know, to be fair. I think I was flying for half an hour, and then I conceded 2 in 2 minutes where I made a mistake for the second one. I tried doing a driven pass, and I think I dummied the ball with Vieira. I'd love to blame Vieira more, but it was more my fault, to be fair. I didn't really play very well, so it is what it is. I know that Spen's very dangerous when he starts attacking like that, and you give him the space to do it, and yeah, he punished me accordingly.
And I mean, back to you as well, Tom, on that. I mean, at half-time in that game, expected goals. I mean, we all have an XG stat. At some point, you did, have more of the chances at one point in terms of those stats. You had that Ginola chance, that finesse. Van der Sar was pretty good. Yes, it was 4-1, but really on another day, if those chances go in, it might have been a 4-3. What do you think? I
completely agree with you. I mean, I don't want to sit here and moan and say, I got unlucky or whatever. Realistically, I've been beaten 4-1. But yeah, I think if you go back to that game, I did have a few good chances. I remember hitting the bar, and early on, I probably had an argument to be 2 or 3 up myself. I probably would have hoped for a bit better than that, but let's say Spen deserved it. You can't win 4-1 and get lucky, really, let's be honest.
Gorilla, I want to come over to you to talk about your own personal game, because during that match, you were defending really well, and it's maybe not something in the past that sort of has been synonymous with your game. Do you sort of make a point out there, every year to prove people wrong that, look, I'm unbelievable offensively, but I can also play a very good defensive game?
Yeah, it's always been my downfall, my defense. I think, I'll be honest, maybe in the early years when I started competing back in FIFA 15, 16, it was more, you score 5, I'll score 6. Whereas obviously as FIFAs go by and you get more and more players in the competitive scene, it's more, you have to be well-rounded at everything. And I think my defense is actually good, but it's the consistency of when I do that defensive side of things in games.
And Tom, obviously Gorilla has played a fantastic game there. You obviously, every single time that we speak to each other, you say, I'm learning the game. We know that you're one of the best players mechanically in the world. We're expecting to see you many trophies this year. If you were sort of to break down your own game, your strengths and weaknesses as Gorilla has there, where would you say you're currently at?
Right now in FIFA 22, I'll be honest, I'm nowhere near the level I want to be. It's become a bit of a theme with me that it seems to take months to pick up the game. But yeah, I always base my game for high press. I'm always trying to cause problems, get the ball back as soon as I can, defend well, and then the goals will go in from there. Yeah, but I think sometimes I'm struggling a little bit attacking. My decision making is not great. We look at a couple of chances there. I think if you go back, there's probably another pass I should play or a better shooting angle. I'm normally a high presser, trying to get the ball back and then obviously punish in attack. But right now, when you're not punishing in attack, you can get exposed a bit for that. So yeah, I know I've got a lot to learn in FIFA 22. I'm enjoying learning it. And yeah, hopefully over the year, it will start to come together and will see me at the form that I've been in the last couple of years.
I mean, we have to talk about it, obviously, away from the head-to-head match this has been. Gorilla, you are teammates this year at Excel. You know, it's an organisation you've been with before. They're coming back in the FIFA scene. And let's not, beat around the bush. You've got a very good 2v2 team. How are you feeling this year about the new 2v2 format and then, you and Tom as a team?
I'm really looking forward to get going. Obviously, we have 1v1 tournaments still, so it's kind of balancing the two things, making sure my 1v1 game is good. And obviously, when the 2v2 tournaments do come along, that me and Tom are ready. I mean, I think it's more important as well that we get on off the pitch as well, because, when you're in game, you need to be able to communicate. You need to be on the same wavelength. And as of now, obviously, that is, it's been really good. Obviously, going down to London and stuff for boot camps and stuff. So it's going really well. Obviously, Tom's had, past few years on FIFA. He's been at the top of his game. And I'm sure it'll be the same this year. I'm really confident, for myself and him 1v1, respectively. But also for the 2v2, I'm really confident. We played one tournament already, and I can really see signs of where we'll end up. So it's early doors. We've still got a long way to go. But it's just about learning the game. It's still, like I said, it's still early days. So hopefully we'll get there, and I'm confident that we will.
Amazing stuff. Well, thank you so much, gents, for your time. Of course, good luck this season in the new 2v2 and 1v1 format in the Global Series. And all that's left to say is what a game it has been and what a main event it has been. This has been the FIFA main event presented by PlayStation Tournaments. If you have enjoyed today's action, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content over here on the EA FIFA Esports channel. And all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in another video very, very soon. Bye-bye.